Good evening, good evening, good evening from New York. Yes, this is in honor of Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza. As they are celebrating his life down in Trinidad and Tobago, we here at the Arang Advocate Broadcast Program and worldwide, we are joining in to celebrate Baby Angelo's Tobias candlelit vigil down in Trinidad and Tobago, especially Tobago, where he was born. He was born there. He is a citizen of the world. He's a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. So as they are doing the candlelit vigil down in Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, we here at the Arang Advocate Broadcast Program, we are celebrating Baby Angelo's life as well. We don't really know the circumstances of the disappearance of Baby Angelo. However, a confession was made by his mother's boyfriend who unalived this precious, beautiful baby Angelo Tobias Plaza. So they are gathered in Trinidad and Tobago and is celebrating him now as we are doing this candlelit vigil here in New York. Yeah. And we are adamant of keeping Baby Angelo alive in our hearts, because we really do not have a closure to what really happened to Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza on the 11th of May, according to what his unaliver stated to law enforcement, that this baby was unalive on the 11th of May and was dumped in the rough waters of the ocean in Goodwood Tobago. Such a beautiful area in Tobago. Anyone who have the privilege to live by the ocean, like I did growing up as a child in United States Virgin Islands, we live by the ocean. So I know what the ocean is all about. It's good, it's bad, and it's indifference. So for us to even think that Baby Angelo body was dumped in that rough sea water in Goodwood, oh my God, just thinking about that is an unjust injustice that was bestowed on a gorgeous, look at him, gorgeous baby boy. I will never sit just as 11-year-old Princess Adriana Young, who lost her life in Doubleday Graveyard Hotel, and nobody was prosecuted for Princess Adriana's Young demise. We are not going to sit and allow this to happen to Baby Angelo. Excuse my cameras may show up in the live program tribute to Baby Angelo. Gorgeous baby, as they are lighting their candles in Trinidad and Tobago we here at the Around Advocate broadcast program, we are going to light and is lighting our candles in my beautiful garden that is surrounded by beautiful flowers. This tribute is for baby Angelo. A child is just as a flowers. A child blooms like a flowers. You see the same sky that you see. It's the same sky that we sees. And somewhere, God is looking down and know that the unjust injustices that was bestowed on baby Angelo, it is so unacceptable. It's unwarranted. And the more we speak up about this, is the more that we will get some kind of closure. We will get closure to what really happened to baby Angelo Tobias Plaza down in Trinidad and Tobago, naming Tobago, where he was born, I believe, maybe not born, but where he was living. I believe he was born in Trinidad. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, you might as well say it's one place, right? It's just two sister islands separated by some waters. Yeah, okay? But as we light these candles for baby Angelo, we are sending up a message to the higher one. Whoever you want to call your higher one, you can do that. Almighty God, Jehovah, Jah, any one of those names that you want to celebrate in the name of Angelo Tobias, you do it. You do it. Because if everyone go deep into their spirit, their being, this is a child, a gorgeous child, someone which confessed to snuffing his beautiful life. They are responsible for it. But we as a nation of people, citizens from around the world, I'm in New York. I'm in New York, surrounded by beautiful flowers of all sorts of colors. And I am in the spirit where I know that I, as a child advocate, I have to do the right thing and celebrate our baby, Angelo Tobias, until we get some type of solace, some type of healing. We need closure. We need to keep the vibration going for this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous baby who just disappeared. Just like that. Just like that. You have monsters in the world that will snuff the life of a precious, innocent, helpless baby that could never hurt a fly. A baby who loved his one and only one broken truck. He loved his truck more than anything else. The monster snuffed his life. He didn't give life to this baby. He did not give life to this baby. He did not. He should not out the lights out of our beautiful baby. No. It is unfair. So as our candles are lighting and blinking, as they are celebrating this beautiful baby down in Trinidad and Tobago at this point. I want to say, and hopefully Kevin Lachan hears what I have to say as an advocate, a child advocate, a renowned child advocate. I've been looking, and I have been broken ever since this news came out. Because this is a baby. Like all the rest of babies' lives that were snuffed in the past and in the last 2 weeks. Little babies in vehicles have been unalived by gun violence. And many children have succumbed to violence by their own parents who should love and protect them, have snuffed their own children's lives as well. As an advocate, let me share with you, all of you who are looking, who is going to see this after. Some may not know, but every 9 seconds around the world and around the globe, a child is mistreated. A child loses their life to the hands of the monsters who should love and protect them rather than snuffing their life. Parents, guardians, neighbors, communities, everyone is responsible for every child that is alive and living in God's universe. Children are our future. No one has the right to snuff the lights. The lights. This is a yellow candle that is burning here. This candle is coming from the Orishas. The Orishas of this universe. The Orishas are people and energy and spirits that fight for our children. So we're going to let the candles burn. The light for our precious, beautiful baby Angelo. As they are celebrating him down in Trinidad and Tobago, it's not a protest. It's a candlelit vigil with prayers, maybe with songs and acknowledgement. Repeat it, acknowledgement of this beautiful soul that only lived 2 weeks before his 2nd birthday, according to what the monster said. I can't even say allege, because there's a confession that this baby was unalive. Until we see something different. Until we see a body and the DNA says that it's baby Angelo Tobias Plaza. Only then we will accept the fact that his life have really been snuffed by a monster. In my advocacy and legal advocacy work, I would say that if it was me prosecuting that case, I will charge the mother monster as well. Repeat it. I would have charged the mother as well, because she knew what happened. She knows exactly what transpired. She was part of the conspiracy. She was part of covering up what had happened on May 11th, 2026. So therefore, I would have held her. And in New York here, she would have been held responsible as well. I don't know how the laws of Trinidad and Tobago operate, But I tell you, we have prosecuted mothers for not doing something to save their own child. And in Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza circumstances and case, they fabricated information to law enforcement in Trinidad and Tobago that the child disappeared. The child disappeared clad in his pampers and a broken truck. That's fabrication. That's falsifying information. That is causing law enforcement to deceiving. Yes, let me say the right words. That is deceiving law enforcement. So Baby Angelo monster murder deceived law enforcement. In America, that is charged. That is a charge. That she should be charged for not protecting her child. She should have been charged. And she should, if everybody pray and ask your God, whoever you serve, ask your God for law enforcement to continue to investigate this case properly. I'm very embarrassed of how Trinidad and Tobago law enforcement operates. I'm disappointed. They are able to arrest cute little ladies who are protesting for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago, for their country. And just for speaking and asking for things to change. If you lay down and say nothing, you are responsible for being part of the problem and not the solution. So therefore, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago are starting to gain some voices, because silence is violence. No one should silence anybody from speaking up on what they believe in, as long as you are not disturbing the peace or you causing problems or disturbance or something. But when you stand up front on just injustices, this is how changes comes in, my people. Don't you ever let anybody steal your voice. Your voice is your voice. You have to speak up. You know how changes came wrong in this world? Do you know how changes came about in this world? You have great leaders, activists, advocate, humanitarian, like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that stood up for us as human beings, for citizens all over the world. I remember when I was growing up, every home, especially folks from Trinidad and Tobago in America, every home had a photo or a painting of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Some had President Kennedy in their homes. Some had Malcolm X in their homes. Some had Stokely Carmichael, activists, great activists that were born in Trinidad and Tobago, migrated to the United States of America, and he became a profound activist. Folks in America didn't like Stokely Carmichael because he was a powerful born Trinidadian who had a voice for the voiceless and a hope for the hopeless, that stood for the hopeless. Stokely Carmichael, born in Trinidad and Tobago. We have Marcus Garvey. Yes, let's talk. because folks think that Jahmela Jacobson, the advocate, don't have information and facts. For me to deliver, I have to come right. Marcus Garvey, born in Trinidad and Tobago, migrated to United States. One of the greatest activists as well. He fought for unjust injustices so that we as black people, brown people, any color people, we can live a better life. All these names that I'm calling fought for the betterment of citizens all over the world. Not only the country that they were born in, repeat it, but it was for everybody. Everybody. There is so many great leaders before me and others that I can call names. But they changed the world for us. They changed the world for us so we can see light. And for the betterment of us. Don't you ever stay silent. Don't you ever stay silent for this baby. Don't you stay silent. You must always let your voice be heard. Although today folks may have seen me went out and have a good time, buying more flowers, which I don't need, but it's because my mind, as I think about baby Angelo. Let me get him back up on screen, because when it take too long, it will cut off. Thank you. When I think about this gorgeous baby, all babies are gorgeous, but my God, look at this baby. Look at his eyes. He's saying, please, somebody, take me with you. Baby Angelo speak with his eyes. I hope you understand that children speak with their eyes. Some children withdraw because they are going through hardship at home. They are experiencing unjust injustices at home. This baby spoke with his big brown eyes. I want to say that I'm not seeing no comments. I don't know if there's comments. I'll see it after. But what I want to say here, under the skies of God, Allah, Jehovah, I want to say that I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of children suffering. No child should suffer. I know I saw educator Onika coming down the highway. I don't know if she's here. Onika is an educator. Onika teaches children. She sees children 5 days a week. She becomes the mother of those children for how many hours? Children should be loved. Children should be treated with respect, compassion, protection. How could anybody, how could anybody mistreat a child? Furthermore, how could you strangle? You said you strangled this beautiful baby. How? How could you? How? 2 weeks before his being 2 years old. He just born and died. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? This baby was only 1 year and 10 months, if we calculate it. 1 year and 10 months. This baby lived. There's a lot of monsters in this world. And I'm telling you, You don't know who you are sitting next to. You don't know who you are walking by. You don't know who you are engaging in relationships with. You just don't know. We don't know. It's only when a person shows their colors, their dark, monstrous colors, it's only then you know what they give. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Huh? Let's celebrate him. Let's continue to celebrate him and let the light shine as his life that they allegedly snuffed. There's a confession. So we have to go by this. There is a confession. But just thinking that there's nobody, there's not a body to show this face, that's Angelo, baby Angelo Tobias Plaza, to give him a dignified, honorable, homegoing service. Everybody deserves a homegoing service. We could only remember that this lovely baby was unalive. No. Can you imagine the inhumane, dehumanizing situation that some big hand, dumb, uneducated idiot, low life, bottom barrel feeder snuff the life of this beautiful baby? Can you imagine this? A Negro could snuff the life of an innocent, helpless baby, but they cannot fight a man. They cannot go to battle to fight a war, but they unalive a beautiful, gorgeous baby like this. Anybody in this world will be happy to have this child. So many mothers who can conceive babies would have glad in any part of the world to have this baby. How? 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 That is madness. I thank you for all that tune in. I decide to do this candlelight lit vigil on the behalf of us from all over the world. There is Trinidadian, Caribbean people all over the world that heart is broken over the life, the disappearance of a gorgeous baby like this. How long too long? How long too long must the monsters steal our baby from us? Steal away! Steal away! How could you steal away a beautiful baby? Or any baby? All babies are beautiful, but how could you? How could you? My darlings, my children, my lovers of life, we are going to continue to stand up against this unjust injustices for this beautiful baby. I thank all of you for taking the time out to join the live program in tribute of Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza as they down in Trinidad and Tobago, celebrating in honor of Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza. We can do it as well. Do you get it? We can do it as well. We can. Thank you. I love all of you. When you see an unjust injustices, you must always stand up for an unjust injustices. You must do something and say something. Repeat it. The advocate said, sorry about that, I'm outside. The advocate said, when you see something, do something. Because we have a lot of monsters in this world. Some living right next to you. Some are in your families. Some neighbors are monsters. Some families are monsters. Co-workers are monsters. You just don't know until they do something that is compelling, something that is appalling, something is unwarranted. That's the only time you would know that they are monstrous. They are monsters. And we will always stand up against an unjust injustices wherever we see one. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening. And we say, justice for Baby Tobias. Justice for Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza. What we want justice for Baby Angelo Plaza. What do we want? We want justice for Baby Angelo Tobias Plaza. We put it out in the universe. We put it out. Thank you, everyone.